Deuteronomy 6:4. Hear, O Israel, Yahawah our God is one Lord. All praises to the Most High, Yahawah only.
Shalom, Barakatah. This is High Priest Halal Love the Law, also known as Calvin Israel, back with another video lesson, giving all praises, honor, power, glory, dominion, majesty, reverence, blessings, worship, love, and admiration to the Most High, Yahawah, and Yahawah only. Double honors, triple honors to Yahawah and Yahawah only. No Bahashim. Understand that? All right. Now, the title of today's video lesson is Isaiah 9:6 is not about JC, the breakdown. All right. Isaiah 9:6 is not about the fictional character in the Greek New Testament fairy tale gospel story JC, whom the Christian lights will like to call Idol Shy. It's not about that fictional character, okay? And once you remove all ignorance, and once you remove all Christological lenses, you can clearly see that Isaiah 9:6 is not about JC. Understand that, all right? Now let's jump right off into this edification, and let's prove that Isaiah 9:6 is not about JC, all right? All praises be to the Most High God, the Almighty, Yahawah, Yahawah Akkad, Yahawah alone, Yahawah only, all right? Let's get it, saints. This is Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Okay. So we don't be cherry picking like the Christians and the Christian lights. So we don't be cherry picking like the Christians taught the Christian lights, you know. Yeah, because you got to peep, you got to understand, and you got to see that one West, these Greek Christian camps, their doctrine on the so-called Old Testament is stolen from Christianity. These one West camps are Hebrewanity. Okay, so we don't be cherry picking like the Christians. We got to go to the beginning of this subject matter and grab the context so we can fully understand what's going on here and what's being said. All right, so let's go to the beginning of this subject matter, and that's Isaiah 7:1. Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 7, verse 1. And it came to pass in the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up towards Jerusalem to war against it, but could not prevail against it. And it was told the house of David, saying, Syria is confederate with Ephraim. And his heart was moved, and the heart of his people, as the trees of the wood are moved with the wind. Then said Yahawah unto Isaiah, Go forth now to meet Ahaz, thou and Sherajashub, thy son at the end of the conduit of the upper pool in the highway of the fuller's field, and say unto him, take heed and be quiet, fear not, neither be faint-hearted. For the two tails of these smoking firebrands, for the fierce anger of Rezin with Syria, and of the son of Remaliah. Because Syria, Ephraim, and the son of Remaliah have taken evil counsel against thee, saying, let us go up against Judah and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of Tabel. Thus says the Lord YAHAWAH, it shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. So YAHAWAH is protecting Judah against northern kingdom Israel and Syria. Okay. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is risen. And within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a people. Ephraim is northern kingdom. And the head of Ephraim is Samaria. And the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son. If ye will not believe, surely ye shall not be established. Always believe and have faith in the Most High God in your most lowest estate, right? No matter what, always believe in the Most High God. Trust in him. Moreover, YAHAWAH spake again unto Ahaz, saying, ask thee a sign of YAHAWAH your God. Ask it, either in the depth or in the height above. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt YAHAWAH. And he said, which is Isaiah, hear ye now, O house of David. Is it a small thing for you to weary men? But will ye weary my God also? Therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. That means God is with us. Emmanuel. And this virgin here, when you go into the Hebrew, it don't mean a literal virgin. It just means a young woman of marriageable age. Okay? Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings. So before this child is old enough to choose the good over the evil, the king of Northern Kingdom will be removed, and the king of Syria will be removed. So the threat will cease before this child is old enough to choose the good over the evil. Okay. The Christian lights say this is a dual prophecy, inserting that it's also talking about JC Idle Shy, But that's false doctrine. Notice how Isaiah 7:14, let's go to Isaiah 7:14. Notice how this is written in prophecy form, in a future tense. A virgin shall conceive, right? And Isaiah 9:6 is written as prophecy fulfilled in present tense, saying, unto us a child is born, meaning this prophecy was fulfilled in Isaiah days. It doesn't say, but another child shall be born. How can they say this is a dual prophecy when in JC era in time, the Israelites needed saving from Edom, not Syria? Edom is referred to as the daughter of Babylon, not the daughter of Syria or the daughter of Northern Kingdom, right? In JC time, Judah did not need saving from Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom was already destroyed and scattered, right? And this prophecy is about destroying Northern Kingdom. But the whole purpose of JC being born was to save Northern Kingdom and the whole world at that matter, right? So how can this be about JC? How can this be a dual prophecy about JC when this is a prophecy of a child being born to destroy Northern Kingdom? But JC is being born to bring back Northern Kingdom and to save Northern Kingdom. Huh? How does that line up? How does that make any sense? That's the complete opposite of this prophecy. This prophecy is a prophecy of a child being born to symbolize the destruction of Northern Kingdom Israel. JC is being born to save the whole world, including Northern Kingdom Israel. Right? And you Christianites, y'all doctrine is really cut, right? Because y'all say his whole purpose was to bring back Northern Kingdom Israel from Hellenization, from up under the Greeks and the Romans, and that the Gentile in the New Testament is really an Israelite. So the apostles' whole mission and purpose is to save Northern Kingdom in the name of JC. So JC was born to save Northern Kingdom, but this child is a sign to destroy Northern Kingdom. Right? So that's a cut. Yeah, that's a cut. That's a big cut. Isaiah 7:14. Therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings. That's the two kings that's coming against Israel, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the king of Northern Kingdom Israel. So this is about destroying the Northern Kingdom Israel. That's why this child is being born. JC is being born to save everybody, to save Northern Kingdom Israel. What the heck? How can you say this is a dual prophecy? Right? Not thinking. Looking at the Hebrew scriptures through a Christological lens, being taught by the Christians. These Christian lights in these camps are being taught by the Christians, man, and it's throwing them off, right? So like, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, right? So JC name was not Emmanuel, right? And Isaiah's son was not Emmanuel, right? Let's go get Isaiah's son, right? But it's just meaning, God is with us, like a nickname, right? Let's go to Isaiah 8 and 18. Isaiah 8, verse 18. This is Isaiah 8, verse 18. Behold, that's Isaiah, and the children whom Yahawah has given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel from Yahawah of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion. Okay, so Isaiah and his children are for signs. So there you have it. The sign that the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, that son is Isaiah's child, right? He's telling you here, right? Unless you're saying that JC comes from the line of Isaiah and not the line of David, then this is not about JC, right? This is Isaiah 8, verse 3. And I went unto the prophetess, and she conceived and bare a son. Then said Yahawah to me, call his name mahershalahashbaz. Mahershalahashbaz. Okay. And this is the son that is given as a sign that Israel is going to be destroyed, right? Northern Kingdom Israel. They're going to be destroyed from destroying Southern Kingdom Israel, which is Judah. Judah consists of the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, and the tribe of Levi. Okay? So, now we go to Isaiah 9:6. We see that Isaiah's wife conceived, and now she's finna give birth. Right over here. Just right over here, man. Just right over here. Here it is. Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born. Right? Prophecy fulfilled in Isaiah days, because Isaiah's children is for signs in Israel. For unto us a child is born, present tense. Unto us a son is given, not shall be given again or something like that, but is, present tense, is given. Now, respect the punctuation mark. You see that punctuation mark right there? That's a colon. Those two dots is called a colon. And Christians just read right through the colon and they just combine this all together. And I wonder why. Because they're idiots. And they desperately want JC to be of Israel, to be a real thing, right? And they want to push this idol on the world, right? And take you away from your true power, the Most High God, YAHAWAH. Cut off your direct connect and cut off your divine line to the Most High God, YAHAWAH. And put you en route with an idol, right? Put you en route to an idol that's going to lead you nowhere. Respect the punctuation mark. All right. This is a colon. Punctuation marks are marks indicating a piece of written text, how it should be read and understood. Okay, so punctuation marks are important. They're very important and you should not ignore them. Okay. Isaiah 9:6 is a clause. A clause is a group of words containing a subject and a predicate. Okay. Now the subject is the child. All right. The predicate is the punchline, the conclusion. So this colon here is separating the subject from the predicate, the conclusion, the punchline. Okay? The colon is there. The colon is there, of course, to separate the subject from the predicate. And Christians read right through this. This colon, it's like joining it all together. And the Christians taught the Christian lights to just read right through this, man. Right? Yeah, it's a crying shame, man. A colon is to separate and to distinguish a thing. Like you will find a colon in a digital clock, separating the hour from the minute. Right? So this clause right here, this verse or paragraph, it's separated. It's broken up with a colon. Right? Like you will find a colon in a digital clock separating the hour from the minute. But, joining it together as time. Right? Right? Now in this verse, here the colon is separating the subject from the predicate. Okay? A predicate is a punchline. The conclusion. We also use a colon to separate the chapter from the verse. It's right here. You see that colon right there? It's right there. Right? So Christians, they don't respect the colon, and they just read right through the colon. And they made Isaiah 9:6 to be Isaiah 96, trying to insert their fictional character. Right? JC is not in Isaiah 9:6. He's in Isaiah 96. And Isaiah 96 don't exist. It was created by the Christians because they don't respect the colon, man. Those two dots right there, man. Separating the subject from the predicate, okay? So it's supposed to be read like this, okay? And this is how you get the understanding, because punctuation marks are marks put in written text to give the reader a clear understanding. Okay, so let's go. Let's read it respecting the punctuation mark. Let's read it respecting the colon. For unto us a child is born. Unto us a son is given. Colon. Okay. So what's coming after this colon, right, is not related to the child that's before this colon. Okay. Okay. So it says, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. So it's not talking about the child. And then it's another colon. It's two colons in this clause. So it's two subjects. It's the child and the king of Judah. Right? So for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. Okay, so who is that shoulder that the government shall be upon? The king of Judah. Okay, and then there's another colon. Okay, so that's separating what's about to be said from the king of Judah. And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. That's YAHAWAH, the Everlasting Father, the Mighty God. That's YAHAWAH. Okay? So that's the conclusion. All this is being done. The conclusion is YAHAWAH is glorified. Honor and praises be to YAHAWAH. Right? That colon separates the subject, and it had two subjects, the king of Judah and this child that's a sign that's being born, and is separated from the actual predicate, the conclusion. And that's, this is being done by YAHAWAH. YAHAWAH is performing this. So praises be to him. He is Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Now, some people may stumble right there. Prince of Peace. But Yahweh is a king, But in the Webster dictionary, when you go to the Webster dictionary, the definition for prince is monarch, king, a ruler. That's what it means. A ruler of a kingdom, right? Or empire. It means the same thing as king. And in Hebrew, prince means the same thing as king. It's the same thing, right? But, Esau with his sorcery, he wants to change things and, change the definition of things, and he got you thinking that prince only means the son of a king. Okay, we know Esau, he changed the definition of ruddy, he changed the definition of leprosy, But the true definition of a prince, it just means a ruler, a monarch, right? It means the same thing as a king. King and prince is the same thing in Hebrew, in the culture and everything. Let's go and get that. Let's prove that. Let's go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings. This is 1 Kings 11 and 34. 1 Kings 11, verse 34. Howbeit, I will not take the whole kingdom out of his hand, but I will make him prince all the days of his life for David, my servant's sake, whom I chose, because he kept my commandments and my statutes. Okay. He's talking about, Yahweh is talking about King Solomon. He's saying that he will be a prince all the days of his life. Howbeit, I will not take the whole kingdom out of his hand. Right? This is Yahweh talking to Jeroboam about King Solomon, saying because King Solomon has fell into sin, that he's ripping the kingdom from him. Right? And he's going to give 10 tribes, 9 tribes to Jeroboam. Right? So King Solomon is already king over all Israel. Right? This is saying King Solomon is made prince all the days of his life, even though he was a king all the days of his life. 1 Kings 11, verse 34. Howbeit, I will not take the whole kingdom out of his hand, but I will make him prince all the days of his life. For David, my servant's sake, whom I chose, because he kept my commandments and my statutes. There you go. Prince and king, it means the same thing in Hebrew. All right. Now, it probably did say King of Peace, right? It probably did say King of Peace. And King of Peace probably was turned to Prince of Peace somewhere down the line, right? Because the Hebrew scriptures were hand copied by first the scribes, then the scribes were succeeded by the Masoretes. The Masoretes were succeeded by the Ben Asher family. Then Daniel Bomberg printed the first Old Testament Bible in modern Hebrew in 1517. And the King James, they translated the modern Hebrew version from Daniel Bomberg. Okay? And they translated it into English from the modern Hebrew version of Daniel Bomberg. All right? So it could have been changed, but either or, nevertheless, King and Prince means the same thing, and we proved it right here in this verse right here. It means the same thing to Yahawah. Yahawah is the King of Peace, the King of Peace, the Prince of Peace. It's the same thing. Yahawah is the Prince of Peace. Okay? So I hope that cleared up some things.